My name's Mackenzie. Welcome to Beginner's Yoga Flow this morning. I'm very excited to move with you today, and we're going to actually start today in child's pose. So you can take your blanket or your pillow or something and move that off to the side for now. If you would like it as like a little support, you can put it in underneath to kind of prop you up a little bit, and you can actually sit right on it. But we're going to start in just a wide-kneed child's pose. If this doesn't work for your body, I'll show you where we're going here. So we're gonna bring the knees really wide, and then the head is going to come down here, and we're gonna be here for a little bit. If this is not working for your knees especially, or your body this morning, you can actually do the same thing on your back. And you can hug a pillow or something, cross the ankles, and just let the knees kind of come nice and wide here. And you can let the hands come off to the sides if that feels better to you. But we're going to start there today. If you don't have a blanket or a pillow and you're just signing on, make sure to grab one and just place it next to your mat or next to your area that you're practicing. You don't necessarily need a mat. All right, so knees are going to come nice and wide, big toes come together. And you can sit the hips back towards the heels. Again, if you want a little blanket or something here to prop up a little higher, or a block, or something that'll prop you up, you can. And you can bring the head down to the mat. You might even bring the arms out to the side. Find some place that feels comfortable. And we're just gonna start with some nice big letting go breaths here. So nice big inhales in through the nose, exhale out with the sigh. Maybe there's a ha breath that kind of starts to come out here. And really in this moment, in this child's pose, especially if you're in this kind of head down towards the floor, child's pose version. We're starting to breathe into the back body a little bit more, which is really wonderful for the lungs. Help things move around, but also you might notice some sensations starting within the hips, and just see where you can soften in here. With each exhale, inviting the body to soften a little bit more. Maybe you start to notice places where you might want to make little adjustments. Little releases. And as you feel sensations, just invite yourself to breathe into the sensation. To see where you can soften. And exhales, invite the mind to start to come into the present moment, to start to follow the breath maybe. Let go of anything that happened before this, anything that will happen after. What is here right now? And start to take some deeper breaths down into the belly. You might feel it in the lower back, especially right now. Especially if you're in this version of child's pose. And see if you can sit into these sensations that may be rising a little bit more. Maybe there's a deeper breath. Longer exhale even. And on your next inhale, let that breath start to deepen even more from the belly or the lower torso, more up to the ribs. So you feel the breath all the way down into the belly, all the way up to the ribs. And let that breath deepen even more from the belly up to the collarbone, maybe into the backs of the shoulders. Couple more deep breaths here. Take one more full deep inhale. Beautiful. Walk the hands a little bit closer to your knees here. If you're on your back, you can start to roll over to your side and just lift the head. Maybe find a little bit of movement into the hips. I always feel a lot of sensation when I'm starting in child's pose here. Beautiful, and nice and slowly, just start to peel yourself up off of the floor. Ooh. All right, you can find a little counter stretch here if it feels good. Hands come behind the hips and just lean it back. Maybe the knees walk a little bit closer together. If this isn't feeling great for your knees, don't worry about it. You can make your way over to a seat. This feels good, go with it. And then start to walk yourself back up. Awesome. Beautiful. So from here, make your way nice and slowly, because I don't know about you, but my hips are feeling good after that, and feeling sensations after that, I'll say that. And you'll bring the soles of your feet together. Knees can come out wide to the side. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna second thought that. Bring the feet up nice and wide and knees a little bit apart. You can lean back into the hands and just let the knees fall side to side. Starting to release the hips a little bit more from that nice yin version of child's pose here. of the feet are going to come together here. And you'll take a nice big inhale, feel your spine lengthen quite a bit. And exhale, start to lean forward. Another version of this hip opener here. Let the knees relax as much as you can. Let the head relax as much as you can. Walk both of the hands over to the right side here, or the left side. I'm not sure which is which on the camera at this point. Over to the left side maybe. There we go. You should feel a nice side opening here on the right side of the body. And walk the hands back through center over to the right side. So hips are really grounded, feeling that nice stretch to the back of the body, or the side of the body, and maybe into the back of the body as well. Beautiful, bring it all the way back to center. Nice and slowly walk it up. Awesome. Bring your knees back together. And you'll walk the feet apart quite a bit, or just as far as feel good. And then let the knees just fall in on each other for a minute. This might feel, it's sort of like a hip closer, I guess you might say. Beautiful, and bring it all the way back. Awesome. Find a comfortable seat. There's something that feels, it might be cross-legged like this. Your legs might be out in front of you. Hands are going to come down and just fingertips or palms onto the earth here. Press your sits bones into the floor. Press your spine really tall. And the crown of the head is going to reach towards the ceiling. Press the fingertips into the ground or the palms or both. Big deep breath here. Feel yourself root down, really pressing down, shoulders drop away from the ears, and feel that rootedness. Feel that grounding. Feel the connection with the earth, with the floor. Pressing down to rise up tall. Root to rise. Take one more inhale here, really rooting down. What does it feel like to you to feel rooted, to feel grounded? What does it feel like to have that solid foundation to work from? Take one more deep breath. Beautiful, and on your inhale, keep your sit bones and your legs really rooted, and allow your arms to just lift gently. Hands come up, bring the palms together, send the palms behind the head, and just bend the elbows here. Take a nice big inhale, and exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, press into the floor, walk the hands back to rise up nice and tall. Hands come down to the sides. Big inhale, rise up, palms come together. Bend the elbows, open the heart, lean back just a little. Big inhale, lean it forward. Sink the chest into the earth. Nice big inhale, bring it up, walk the hands back. Hands slide back towards the hip. Nice big inhale, bring it up, palms come together. Last time, open the heart here. Big inhale, reach it forward. This time send the hands back by the sides. Head comes down towards the floor. Big inhale, sweep the arms forward. Palms come together. Let the heart open. Beautiful. Big inhale and exhale, drop it forward. Big inhale, sweep it forward and up. Beautiful. Inhale and forward. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Palms come together, and then release the palms all the way back down to the mat. Press the fingertips in, feel that connection, feel that groundedness. Rise up through the crown of the head. Full deep breath. Shoulders are dropping away from the ears, and open the collarbone here. Full breath. Awesome. On your inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, lean forward, stretch the hands forward as far as you can. See if you can kind of wiggle out the waist, making it a little bit longer. Walk the hands over to the left side. Feel that stretch to the right side of the body. Beautiful. Bring it all the way back and over to the right. Full deep breath. Awesome. Bring it back through center. Walk the hands all the way back. Roll your shoulders up and back. Beautiful. So on your exhales, what you can start to incorporate is pulling the belly button in and up towards your chest, towards your heart here. So you're kind of lifting in and up. So not like you're trying to suck in, but just starting to firm up the core. So let's add that in. Nice big inhale, sweep it out and up. Palms come together, lean it back. Take another inhale here. Exhale, beautiful. Inhale, sweep forward and all the way up. Palms come together, big exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Lean back just a little. If your hands want to come down here, that's wonderful. You can start to walk your feet forward here. Lean back just a little. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, lean it forward into the knees. Beautiful. Big inhale. Exhale, release the hands. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. So you're going to lean back enough that your core starts to feel it. Take a nice big inhale. Bring it forward. Exhale. Beautiful. Big inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Lean it back just a little. Big inhale. Exhale, lean it forward. Awesome. Big inhale here. Exhale, release the shoulder blades down the back. Lean it back. Maybe the toes start to lift. Full deep breath. Beautiful. Hands come down. Sweep behind the knees. Pull your chest forward. Shoulders pull back. Squeeze the shoulder blades here. Beautiful. Maybe the toes are still on the ground. Maybe they're lifted. Take a nice full breath. Beautiful. If you would like, you can spread your wings here. Full breath. Awesome. Hands come back behind the knees. Soles of the feet come together. Let the knees come apart. Lean forward. Find a little movement. Beautiful. Full breaths. So you can breathe in and out your nose, in and out, in your nose, out your mouth, whatever feels good to you. Find what feels good. Take a nice big inhale, press into the feet, rise up. Knees come back together. Hands are going to set behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades, roll your shoulders up and back. Beautiful. And then sit back onto there's a little flat spot right above your tailbone. You're going to sit there to balance. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe the toes stay on the ground. Maybe they lift. You're going to lean out and lean back in. Or tap out and tap back in. Use your core. Use your breath. Collarbone stays really open here. And one more, pull it back in. Beautiful. Hands come to the knees, nice big inhale. And then knees come apart. Soles of the feet come together, lean forward, big full breath. Awesome, on your inhale, bring it all the way back up. Knees come back together. We're gonna flip over to hands and knees here. Awesome. Hands are going to come a little bit wider today. And you can start by just tapping your toes. I like to do this to wake up the feet. And then tuck the toes under, send the hips back towards the heels. Find a little rock side to side. And really gripping in with the fingers, the fingertips today. On your inhale, you'll roll your spine up towards the ceiling. Think like a cat-cow here. And exhale, flip the tailbone at the top and lift the head up. Send the hips back towards the heels. Continue on your breath. Beautiful. The next time you come up, pause here. Untuck the toes. You're going to press the tops of the feet into the ground. Press the ground away from you, gripping through the fingertips, hugging the belly in so you're not in this tilt with the pelvis, but hugging in so you're nice and flat on the back. Your right foot is going to send straight back. Take a nice big inhale. Lift up just a little, maybe bend the knee. Beautiful. Exhale, grip in, crunch in, knee to nose. Big inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. One more. Awesome. Stretch it back out. This time, you'll go knee to the outside of your elbow. Take a nice big inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, over to the side. I'll do it on this side so you can see. Beautiful. One more. Stretch it all the way back. Awesome. Set that leg all the way down. I'm going to flip back to my right leg. Right leg's going to go straight back. Same leg you were just doing. Nice full breath. Beautiful. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. One more. Excellent. Knee to the outside of the elbow. Try to get it as close up to your armpit as you can. In this last one, hold it there. Full breath. Beautiful. Send it straight back. Awesome. Toes come down to the mat. Little bit of a bend in that back knee. You're going to just stretch. Send the heel back. Press the heel back. Again, a little bit of a bend here. Full breath. Awesome. And then come all the way back to your tabletop. Walk the hands forward. Find some hip circles in the opposite direction. Just a couple. Beautiful. Come all the way back to center. Remember, hands are a little bit wide today. Grip through the fingers. Press the floor away. Really firm through the core, through the belly. Opposite foot goes back. This is the one you weren't just doing. My left foot on this side. Nice big inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Two more. Really pull in the belly button. Beautiful. Send it straight back. Awesome. Knee to the elbow or kind of the top of the arm. Beautiful. Awesome. Send it straight back. Let that knee come down. Find a little wave side to side. Excellent. Same foot is going to go back. Two crunches underneath, knee to nose. Really hug in the belly. Awesome. And then knee to the top of the elbow or the top of the arm. Two more. And hold it on this last one. Full deep breath. Beautiful. Send it straight back. Awesome. Toes tuck under. Bring the foot down to the mat. A little bit of a bend in the knee, but press back through. through the heel, full breath. Awesome. Come all the way back to center. Walk the hands forward just a touch. Tuck the toes under and send the hips up and back to downward dog. Bend or pedal the feet, I should say. Bend the knees, pedal the feet. Big deep breaths here. Awesome. And then tiptoe your way all the way to the front of your mat. Bend your knees. Let your head be really heavy. You can squeeze out the wrists here. Just kind of squeezing with the fingers, wringing out on both sides. Up and down the forearms a bit. Roll them around if you'd like. And wag the tail side to side. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale. Press halfway up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Bend the knees as much as you need. Get real long here. Take a big inhale. Full exhale. Plant the hands down. You'll step back into downward dog. Or make your way into downward dog. If there's any other movements that you'd like to do in between there, you're welcome to. Come all the way back to center. Awesome. Really gripping through the fingertips, really pressing down through the knuckles. Bend your knees as much as you need to find that nice stretch here. Full breath. Awesome. Your right leg is going to go straight up towards the ceiling. Take a nice full breath. Beautiful. One more inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. Same thing that we just did. You can do the same thing on all fours if you'd like, if that feels better for your body. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Take another inhale here. And exhale, knee to nose. And then we're going to the outside of the arm here. Knee to the elbow. Beautiful. Again, do this on all fours if that feels better. It's whatever feels good for you today. Awesome. When you get back up here, bend the knee. You're going to let it fall over. Opening the hip, full breath. Awesome. Come all the way back to center and all the way down to the mat. Beautiful. Walk your feet all the way forward. Bend the knees once again. Find a little movement. Wring out the wrists if you'd like. Can be a lot on the wrists. We want to press through the finger pads. Press the knuckles really into the floor and take the pressure off of the heel of the hand. And it all comes with practice. Come all the way back to center. Take a nice big inhale, halfway lift, lengthen that spine, really long, tailbone to the crown. Exhale, forward fold, big deep breath. Awesome. Opposite side, step back into plank. Let's do plank this time. Nice big inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. On the next exhale, send the hips up and back. Remember, gripping through the fingers, pressing down through the knuckles. Nice big inhale. Left leg lifts up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Really pressing through the arms here. Nice big inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, knee to nose. Awesome. Two more. Exhale out the mouth or out the nose, whatever feels best. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Try to get as close to the armpit as you can. Awesome. Send it all the way back up. Bend the knee, let the foot fall over the top. Maybe you're touching the wall like I am. That's all right. Full breath. Beautiful. Nice and controlled. Bring it all the way back to center. And then send the knees nice and wide to the mat. Big toes come together. Find that child's pose once again. Reconnect. Maybe squeezing out the wrists while you're down here. Reconnect to that groundedness. Reconnect to your breath. Starting to build that heat within the body. Beautiful. Stretch the hands all the way forward. Grip through the fingertips. You can look forward here. Take a nice big inhale. Bring yourself up. And exhale to down dog. Take a walk to the front of your mat. And maybe the feet are a little bit further back here. Hands are a little bit further forward. Nice and widespread. You're going to lean forward, lifting the heels and pressing into the hands a little bit more. And then lean it back. A couple more times like this. Just coming forward, nice and controlled onto the toes. Leaning it back. One more time. Beautiful. Bringing it all the way back. On your inhale, roll it up. Really slow. Bend through the knees. Let the head be heavy. Let the arms be heavy. Shoulders. Roll up and back. Take a moment. Full deep breaths. You might notice that shift, that transfer of energy into the head, or that the head is kind of draining some of that energy out. Take whatever time you need, whatever big breaths you need, and see if you can just stay with it. Notice if you can press back into the feet. Get that groundedness down, get that rooted down, press up, hugging the thighs towards the bones, hugging the belly in, shoulders roll up and back, tall through the crown, full breath. Maybe you spread your toes out and grip down. Beautiful work. On your inhale, bring your hands up, nice and tall. Palms come together, bend the elbows, lean back, just a touch. Hug in the lower belly so you're not crunching into the lower back. Take a nice big inhale. Stay really long here. Bend the knees, fold forward. Beautiful. Inhale, wave it up, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Rock side to side. Take a nice big inhale, wave it up one more time, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fingertips come down to the mat. Bend your knees however you need to. You're gonna rock forward onto your fingertips, lifting your heels just a touch, and rock it back. Rock it forward, and rock it back. One more, big inhale. Press into strongly into the arms and rock it back. Beautiful. Walk the hands back just a touch. Step back with your right foot into a high lunge. You might walk your hands more underneath your shoulders. Here, leaving your back heel lifted. Pull in through the lower belly on your inhale. Bring it up and sit into the lunge. Take another inhale here. Exhale, sit in. Hands come back. And you can bring your arms into airplane arms or interlace the fingers just nice and lightly. Press the knuckles down. Open up the heart. Full breath. See where you can soften in here. Feel the feet really rooted down. Feel the hips sinking down towards the earth. Full breath. Beautiful. Release the hands on your inhale, lift up, and exhale, fold forward. Hands come back down to the mat. Shift the weight off of the back foot, nice and controlled. Step it forward, half fold. Nice big inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, exhale, fold. Fingertips come back down to the mat. Lean it forward into the hands. Lean it back. One more time. Lean it forward and lean it back. Beautiful. Fingertips are going to come down to the mat. If they're not already planted, step back with the left foot. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Pull in that lower belly. Grip through the feet and bring it all the way up and sit it back in. Full deep breath. Beautiful. Take another inhale here and exhale. Pull the shoulders into cactus arms. Open up the collarbone. Beautiful. Big inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Take one more. Sitting into the hips. Beautiful. Opening the hips. Big inhale. Exhale. Fold it forward. And then hop forward. Nice, easy little half fold here. You'll walk your feet a little bit further back here. And just hang out for a minute. Hands can come down, palms can come down all the way to the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to get there. And with the knees coming towards the backs of the arms now, you're just going to lean it forward and lean it back. We're not going anywhere. For those of you who know what crow is, we're kind of working towards that today, but we will get there. And if you instantly feel a little nervous when the word crow comes into a yoga class, take some big deep breaths and just notice that. Beautiful. Bring it all the way back up. Awesome. We're going to roll up nice and slow. Shoulders come up and back a few times. Beautiful work, everybody. Shake out the hands. You maybe want to squeeze the wrists a little bit here. All right, so this is where your blanket or your pillow comes in handy. If you would like, and you can have a little crash pad. Although, you know, honestly, if you just nice and slowly move with your body and move to what your body's limits are, I don't know that you'll need it, but it's more about your mind feeling safe. And you're not going to be that far off of the ground here. So shake out the wrists again. Go do a little grip here. So you've got your little crash pad, and we're going to go through this step by step. So wherever you land in this is excellent for you today, right? We're all totally warmed up. I took us through the warm-ups in a way so that you're ready to, your body is ready to do whatever your body gets to today, and you don't have to do full crow at all, okay? So your feet are going to be a little bit wider. Hands can come out to the sides. Take a nice big inhale. You're going to lift out of your ribs off of your waist so you're nice and long here. You might even come onto your toes. And exhale, nice long spine, fold it forward. Beautiful. Find a little bit of movement here. And I will tell you, as I'm instructing this, if you're feeling like it's too much to hold it, you can come down into a little yogi squat pose if that feels okay for your knees. This will help open your hips a little bit. You can even come down to a seat as you're listening. Or you can hold it, but it's this one's a lot of work. But you're totally ready to fly. So your hands are going to come a little bit wider than usual, a little bit wider than the shoulders. Fingers are spread way out and you're gripping through the fingers. and through the knuckles, pressing the knuckles down, gripping through the fingers here. All right. So you're going to be a little bit farther away from your feet than you think that you should be, because we're going to adjust a little bit. So you're going to bend your knees as much as you can, so your knees start to get a little bit more up towards your armpit area. So what we want to happen is not that the shoulder blades are squeezing in towards each other, but the shoulders are pressing out, the arms are pressing out, the knees are squeezing in. That creates a little lock here. And you'll walk your hands back towards your feet, creating that grip again, creating that suction. You're going to look up towards your little crash pad here, or in front of your mat. And it takes a little bit to get that adjustment. You'll pull in the lower belly, and you'll lead with your heart. My heart's going to just shift forward here. And I'm going to come onto my heels. And that might be it, just to start to feel that adjustment, and then I might come down into my little garland pose, my malasana, finding a little bit of a break for my body, and then I might lift back up. All right, so hands come down. Remember, a little bit wider, everything. My knees travel to my armpits, my upper arms, and then I'm going to walk my hands back, looking forward, pressing out with my upper arms, squeezing in with my knees, coming onto my toes, starting to shift my weight forward, hugging into the lower belly, and then maybe my toes start to lift off, and maybe they come back down. That might be where my crow is today. And then I might readjust, start to shift the heart forward. You're bending into your elbows, you're creating this little shelf, hugging in the belly, and then lifting off and coming back. Maybe the toes come together. Maybe you hold your crow for a little bit longer. Remember, pull in the belly button and up towards the heart. Whoop! And maybe you fall forward, but you grab yourself onto your little crash pad. Maybe you make a little funny noise with it too. But you can see, I just fell, and I didn't get hurt. I just went a little further, right? Awesome. So, if you want to bring it down into Malasana, big deep breaths, finding that little hip stretch here. Whew, that was fun. All right. Coming all the way back. And you know, I don't know that I want to end on the fall, so I'm going to try, let's try one more time, just to try and end on a good note here, right? So, hands come out a little bit further than the feet, right? Bending through the knees. I'm going to start to lift my heels up. Knees are going to come towards the top of my arms. My shoulders are pressing out, so they're dropping away from my ears, pressing out. My bum is going to come down a little bit lower than you think. You're not going like this, like way up in the air. You're sitting that down, so you get down towards the ground here. Squeezing in at the tops of the arms. Walk the hands back towards the feet a little bit more. Look forward. Shift the heart forward. Squeeze in the belly. And lift off. And then lower back down. Whew. Awesome. What a full body work here. You're going to bring it all the way down into a seat. Thank you to my crash pad. I'm going to let that go over there. Awesome. And I'll squeeze. You can squeeze the wrists out here. Woo, awesome. And at the end of this, I would love to hear how your crow was today. You can shake out the wrists a little bit more. Awesome. Hands can come just to rest behind you, and just let your shoulders relax here too, and let your knees come side to side. Big deep breaths all the way down to the belly. The hard work is done, the cool down is here. Full breath. Awesome. Crow is such an amazing core workout, and really full body workout, because you're really in, you're creating little shelves as you're stacking the knees on top of the arms, but you're really pulling in through the core and grounding down through the hands, which we're not really used to, but shifting those perspectives is always a good opportunity to try things a little bit differently in the body, see what it feels like. Beautiful. Come all the way back to center. Soles of the feet come together. You can sit forward on your sits bones. Hands can come to rest at the ankles. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it forward. Fold it forward. Big full breaths. Big deep breaths. Awesome. Walk the hands forward here. Wherever they go is wonderful. And walk over to one side, stretching the side body. Full deep breath. Beautiful. Come all the way back through center and over to the opposite side. Full breath. Beautiful. Come all the way back to center. Walk yourself all the way back up. Shoulders come up and back. Hands can come behind you. Walk both of your feet forward, stretching the toes out nice and long. Press the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together rather. And then press the chest forward, lean back, full deep breath. Don't let your head go all the way back here, because those muscles in the front of your neck are not as strong as the ones in the back. We don't want to put a lot of stress on them. Maybe wiggle out the jaw. Awesome. And then press yourself all the way forward. Roll the shoulders up and back a few times. Awesome. Find a little side to side with the neck, or a little movement with the neck here. And make your way all the way back to center. And start to make your way onto your back. So make sure you have enough room behind you. And slowly, gently, gently, gently roll it down. Take a full breath here. Beautiful. And then just rock the knees side to side. Allowing some massaging of the lower back. Maybe you even roll the knees around in a circle. One direction and the opposite. And come all the way back to center. Drop the feet down nice and gently to the ground. You can untuck the tailbone, so really lengthening the lower back here, and then set it back down. Hands can come out to the sides, and just let the knees fall really gently side to side. And maybe you stay in the little twist for a moment. Maybe you go a little quicker. Find what feels good to you and your body today. And make your way all the way back to center. Walk the feet out nice and long. Remember, untucking the tailbone, letting the lower back really meet the floor here. And while we're talking about feeling grounded, if you're feeling a little open after all this grounding that we just did in the front of the body, you can take your blanket or your pillow and place it across the hips. This kind of acts like a weighted blanket might. If you have a weighted blanket, go for that too. And you can even smooth it out. I like to do that over the hips, just putting a little bit of pressure here. And making any little micro adjustments as you settle in for your Shavasana, your relaxation. And bring in some of these letting go breaths, so big inhales through the nose, exhale out the mouth with a sigh, or a ha breath. With each exhale, feel the body releasing and softening into the ground. Feel the weight of the body grow heavier. Letting the hips sink in. Legs release all the way down to the toes. Shoulders spread wide. Arms heavy. Let the jaw release so the teeth part in the back. Soften the skin around the eyes and the forehead. And let go of any effort with the breath. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And stretch anywhere that would feel good, inviting your body to wake up. Bend the knees and start to roll over to one side, pausing there for a moment. Using your top arm, nice and slowly, press yourself up to a comfortable position, seated position, and keep the eyes closed or low for the moment. And invite back that full deep breath all the way down to the belly. And let the breath start to expand up into the collarbone over the next few breaths. As you make your way into the rest of your day, you might choose to bring our intention with you, noticing the places where you feel really grounded, noticing the places where you can intentionally ground yourself down more. Whether that's with breath or just feeling your feet or your hands underneath you. Maybe there's another intention that you'd like to bring from this practice that you discovered. Maybe there's something, or maybe all of the things you'd like to leave within this practice on your mat today. And there's no wrong answer. Let's take a full breath together. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Palms can come together at heart center. And take a bow to yourself, offering a namaste and honoring the light and the wonderfulness that is you. Namaste. And namaste to you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. Every Friday for the moment, we'll be doing, sorry, I'm forgetting my words, beginners yoga flow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays on Facebook Live. These classes are also uploaded onto YouTube and they're saved on this page so you can come back to them wherever you'd like. Please share if you feel called to. Sharing, inviting your friends to like my page, sharing the videos is all really, really awesome, and I really, really appreciate every time someone does share. These are all free classes. If you're being called to donate or offer a donation, there's a PayPal link in the description, but no need to compensate. I just want to keep everybody moving and smiling and healthy and exploring as much as possible. And if you go check out my YouTube and you'd like to subscribe, please do that as well. That's all of it is super helpful. These are all ways that you can commenting or liking or inviting friends or subscribing, all ways that you can help without monetarily, that's the right word, monetarily compensating me with money, that's what I mean. All ways that you can help support me and my practice and my business and everything. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you moving with me, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing. Let me know how your crow was today, and let me know what it was like for you, what the experience was like for you. If you feel like commenting below, Big love to you all and namaste. I hope to move with you again soon. Mwah. Thank you.